Hello friend, in this question today we discuss about how to find the number is prime or not. If the number is prime, you have to print prime, otherwise not prime. Okay. So before starting this question, first let us what is prime number? The prime number are those numbers who has only two factors, not more than two factors. Suppose we have the number 7. Okay, the factor 7, 7 has only two factors, 1 and 7, because 7 is not divisible by any other numbers except 1 or 7. And suppose we have an example. Suppose we have 6. 6 has how many factor? 6 has 1. It is also divisible by 2, it is also divisible by 3, and it is also divisible by 6. So 6 has four factors. So 6 is not prime number. But we have 5. How many numbers, how many factors of 5 are? 5 is only divisible by 1 and 5, not more than, not more. We can see the variations only which has only two factors. The number is prime. Okay. So before writing the code, we declare a variable where num equal to any number. Suppose we have 18. Okay, suppose we have 18. We have to check if 18 is prime or not. We have to check if 18 is prime or not. What is 18 factors? 18 is divisible by 1. It is also divisible by 2. It is also divisible by 3. It is also divisible by 6. It is also divisible by 9. It is also divisible by 18 itself. Okay, so it has more than two factors, so it is not prime. Okay, it is not prime. We have find the number is prime or not using javascript. So what is our process? What's our approach? We check the numbers from 1. We check from 1 to till end. We check start from 1. Is 18 divisible by 1? Yes, it is. Then we check 18 is divisible by 2. Yes, it is. Then check 18 is divisible by 3. Yes, it is. And count. Count. The count is more than 2, so the number is not prime. Let us on code for. I use here a for loop for variable I equals to 1, I less than equals to num I plus plus. Many of you thinking why I start these for loops from I, because if we start from 0, so any number is divisible by 0, right? That's why I starts the loop from 1. Okay. If num is divisible by 2, num is not num. If I module, no, we have to check num module I equal to 0. Here what we do, we check the numbers. In first I equals to 1, check it is divisible by 1. Then I plus plus increment the value of I equals to 2. Then it checks 8 is 8 divisible by 2. Is then again increment I from 1, and again it checks is 8 divisible by 3. In is 8 divisible by 3. If it is divisible, then we simply count how many factors are there. Okay. Let's create another variable where count equals to 1. Count equals to 0. Sorry. count equals to 0. So now if the count is greater than 2, is count greater than 2, then the number is not prime, because the prime number has only two factors. So console dot log not prime, else console dot log prime. Okay, let's run this code though. Here what we see, it checks all the numbers from 1 to 8. And 1 is prime, 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 4 is not prime, 5 is no. It checks here we have to write this after that, because it is out from for loop. Okay. This it shows this number is not prime. Suppose we take example 17. Is 17 is prime or not? We know that the 17 is a prime number. Let's run the code. Yeah, it is prime number. So how it runs, how the code runs. In first, I equals to 1. Okay, and num is 17. It checks is 1 less than equal to num. Matlab 1 is less than 17. Yeah, it is true. Then it checks is 17 divisible by 1. Yes, it is divisible by 1. Then count it. So count equals to, in first count equals to 0. So count equals count becomes 1, because it is divisible by 1. And again it incremented the value, and I becomes 2. It checks is 2 less than equal to 17. Yeah, it is. Then it goes to the line number 6 and checks is 17 divisible by 2. No, it is not. So count remains 1, because the count doesn't change. It is not divisible by 2. So count remains 1, because it is only divisible by 1. No, incremented the value again, and I becomes 3. Is 3 less than 17? Yes, 3 is less than 17. Then 17 is divisible by, is 17 is completely divisible by 3? No, it is not. So again, code doesn't enter the line number 7. Line number 7 never runs in I equals to 3, because 17 is not divisible by 3. So count remains the same. Count remains 1. Again, it increases the value 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and when it reaches to 16, let's see what happens. Is 16 less than equal to 17? Yes, it is less than 17. So it checks is 17 completely divisible by 16? No, it is not. So count remains same. Count equals to 1. Count remains the same. Now it incremented the value again, and I becomes 17. Is 17 less than equal to 17? Yes, it is. And is 17 completely divisible by 17? Yes, it is. Then count increases, and count increases from 1 to 2. And again it I becomes 18. Is 18 less than equals to 17? No, it is not. So code not runs. So the count is only 2, 1 and 17, because 17 is divisible by only 1 and 17 itself. Not there are only two factors. So if count greater than greater than to 2, not prime. Here count is only 2. So code not goes to this line. Code not goes to the line number 12, and it checks else condition. The number is prime. You can also check any numbers. Suppose we have 41. Okay. We all know that 41 is prime number. node. Yes, boom. 41 is prime. Let's create a very big number. Okay, this is a even number, right? This is even number because the last digit is divisible by 2. It is not a prime number, so we can check not prime. Okay, I hope you understand and this video is helpful for you. Thank you.